Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk Hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Mexa, and Corey Sandin.
Welcome back, hour number 2, Let's Talk Hookup, right here on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook, YouTube Live. And we're here with Mr. Dave El Presidente, we call him, but soon not to be. But he'll be kind of El Presidente in his own house. But Dave Pfeiffer from Shimano. El Past Presidente from Shimano. And Al the Sports Barber. Of course, Dave's still going to be heavily involved in a lot of influence in Shimano for, I don't know what, few more years?
Not heavily.
Not heavily. Like more fish, more fun stuff, more spending time with your family and friends. And I think that's just, you've certainly earned it after 38 years.
Yep.
My goodness. Wow. Yeah. Dave was a part of us here at Let's Talk Hookup from the start. I mean, it's like we're at almost 35 years now, and right from the beginning, Dave was there. Yeah. How long have you been president?
In one form or another for, I guess it's been 17 years.
17 years. Yeah. But you've been with Shimano for 38 years in various capacities.
Yeah.
Even worked back with the famous Patrick G. In the day.
I saw Patrick yesterday. Yeah, we reminisced about a lot of things.
Yeah,
so, Patrick and I worked together for a long time.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah,
a lot of great people have been a part of Shimano for many, many years.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like I said, it's been great.
Yeah,
right? It's gone by in the blink of an eye, and it's been an amazing experience. I love the industry.
Yeah,
I love the people in the industry, and just, I mean, what more could you ask for working in the fishing business for your whole life?
You gonna miss it?
Oh, there's going to be parts I'm going to miss. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's and at different times I'm sure that'll be tough, but I've tried to prepare myself for all that.
I'm sure.
At some point you got to move on, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But there'll definitely be things that I miss.
Yeah. And Jason doing a great job taking over, and like you say, you've been grooming him for the last couple of years.
He groomed himself.
Groomed himself.
Yeah, he groomed himself. It was the easiest transition I could have imagined because he's worked really hard. He's very sharp, and he's he's ready.
I know in the marketing team, a lot of new faces. Chuck, a really fantastic guy, brings a lot of experience into the marketing world from other industries, and just kind of a new era.
Yeah, it's great. Our team in total, everyone on our team loves to fish, and I tell people that, geez, just about everybody on our team now, and where we are, they have a boat, they fish. So Monday mornings are full of just fish stories, hunting stories, everything, depending on the time of the year. I know everybody's off doing something different.
A couple weeks ago when we had Cade and Tristan on, they were talking about their new GNUs that they just got. I was like, what the heck?
Oh, no, I have a GNU too,
You got a GNU. I saw your GNU.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. It's kind of a flats thing, right?
Yeah, do anything, run around in super shallow water. We fish so much really, really skinny, shallow water, and so it's very accessible for everybody. They're not expensive. They're easy to deal with, and but again, everybody on our team fishes. We have bass, dyed-in-the-wool bass guys, saltwater guys, mix of everything guys, inshore people, offshore people. Kelsey she does her own guide business on the weekends.
Wow.
And so everybody fishes.
When you're talking skinny water, how skinny compared to what we do out here?
6 inches.
No fins down there.
And the crazy thing too, Wayne, is the tides changed fast, and it's like from 6 inches could be like plus 6 in a matter of a very short time.
Yeah, so my little flat skiff, I can pull it in 6 inches.
Wow. 6 inches.
Yeah,
that is skinny water.
Yeah, and it's got an outboard on it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you just pull the outboard up and then just push it.
Yeah. So it's
pull or push.
Well, it's called polling, but you're pushing the skiff along.
Polling or pushing?
Polling.
Yeah.
Is that a prop or is it a jet?
No, it's a prop.
Prop. Wow.
Yeah.
How much water do you actually need for the prop to be under there?
I can run it in about 10.
Oh, that's still
10 inches?
10 to 12 inches, yeah.
That's still
wow.
Wow.
Yeah. The GNU.
Well, that's my other skiff. My East Cape Glide is my more technical polling skiff. The GNU is just sort of an all-purpose.
Single person.
No, I can fish two in both.
You can?
In both, yeah.
Both
absolutely.
Yeah. something we'll probably never really see out here.
No, you're probably not going to fish in 6 inches of water out here. But we fish in 6 inches of water one day, and then we fish out in 600 or 1,000 feet the next day.
But they're super popular in South Carolina.
Yeah, all up and down the east they are. As again, a really affordable, cool little boat.
In Florida too?
Yeah,
you see them in Florida.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Whole different world.
Yeah, whole different world for sure. As you can hear, great show here with Dave and Al. And I don't see Al getting a canoe anytime to go fish calico bass. Do you?
No, I wouldn't think so.
I like skinny water, but that's
a little too skinny.
That's real skinny.
But what a great prize we're giving away today, right?
Where are we? We got the Torium HG20 and 2 passes to the PCS show in San Diego for one lucky texter because the phones were down today. And boy, do we have a lot of those texts lined up. But we got March
19th to the 22nd is going to be San Diego show for the PCS. And of course, today up at PCS Costa Mesa, full day today, full day tomorrow, 10 to 7 today, 10 to 5 tomorrow. So that's going to be great. Be sure to go by our booth, the Let's Talk Hookup booth, and make a donation to Rollo and have a chance to win a Shimano Talica 20 2-speed, a Torium 20, pair of Costa sunglasses, and a 2-day trip on the Polaris Supreme
for April 8th.
For $10.
For $10,
and all that money goes to raises to kids fishing. 100%. We don't take anything out of it. All of it goes to Rollo. If you buy $100, you might even get a bonus prize too. So if you buy 10 tickets, you get some bonus tickets and you get a bonus prize too.
Secret prize.
Yeah, prizes.
Stop by the booth and
yeah.
see Tommy D.
We had lots of good stuff. We had hats. We had some Shimano sweatshirts we were giving away. We had, I don't know what's left, but go by there and go Tommy and Wayne and
Dave
and Dave and
Dan.
And Dan will be there. Yeah, fantastic. So go by the Rollo booth, the CCA booth. Don't forget CCA. Sign up for the cast tournament, and it's coming
the Star
up.
Tournament.
The Star tournament.
The Star Tournament. They're taking memberships. They have the Star Tournament.
And you get a $25 gift card to AFCO.
Yeah. If you spend the $40 to enter the tournament, you're getting a $25 gift certificate from AFCO as long as you do it before the start of the tournament. Yeah, very, very generous on AFCO's part.
Yeah, so thanks to AFCO for that. But lot going on. So go there today and tomorrow up at the Costa Mesa, and then of course San Diego, the 19th to the 22nd. And we have our private motor buddy, Captain Mark Wish from Pacific Edge, on the line.
Yeah, and this catch report is sponsored by Fish Pros at Fishman's Processing in San Diego, where you get the premier processing experience. Check out their easier online system to book your processing for your long-range trips. More team members, Fishman's Processing stays far ahead of the rest. More same-day capacity and the finest customer service. Stop by their location in Old Town on Taylor Street or check fishmansprocessing.com and make your reservations today. Hey, Mark, how's it going?
Good morning, Mark.
Hey, hey, Wayne. Hey, Pete, Dave, Al. What a great show, man. You guys are having too much fun. And Dave, congratulations on that retirement, man.
Thank you.
Holy cow. Thanks for everything you've done.
I appreciate that.
That's
Thank
awesome, buddy. All right, so, guys, for years, when we've done this Showtime report, it's always been interesting to see if there's some Catalina sea bass to talk about. You know, some years, yep, they're biting. Some years, no. And sorry to say, this year's a hard no. You know, I was really surprised with the way conditions have been. All this warmer water we've had, plenty of squid around. You know, it just felt like it'd get rolling really early. But just not that much happening yet. Now, it doesn't mean they're not going to. It's just a little slow getting started. Soon coming, guys. And as to other fish over at Catalina, the yellow has also been a little bit slow. There's a few around here and there, but not that much. And but the guys fishing the shallow beaches, mostly up to the west, backside west, and a little bit frontside, they are doing well on the halibuts. Those fish are in there really tight. A lot of it's 5 to 15 feet. So obviously, guys, you got to watch the swell when you're in there poking around that close. But man, there's been some good fishing. Nothing from the outside this week. Both Nick and Santa Barbara Island, but mostly blown out there, so no reports there. And at Clemente, again, not much in terms of reports, just a little bit from the bass guys fishing up west there. It's good calico bass fishing. But just as a heads up, you know, we're creeping up on mid-March. And, again, with the warmer water we've seen, and it looks to be probably holding up and getting better, you know, traditionally we're going to see some of that yellow start to show up usually it shows up on the front side breezing around, and then if the bait gets in Pyramid Cove like it usually does, that bait ground fishing in the cove there can be nothing short of fantastic. So again, soon coming, we're going to keep an eye on that there, given the time of year. And then speaking of yellows, there's been good volume of fish off Baja, kind of from Colnet, scattered up towards Ensenada. And again, with that nicer water moving up, past few days, some of that yellows look like they started a little road trip, and lo and behold, they showed up at the Coronados here a couple days ago, biting in a couple different spots. And with the nicer weather here this weekend and some of the sport boats running, and I'm sure a lot of private boat traffic there, we're going to get a good check on what those yellows are doing at the Coronados. But, man, that's really good news. That's a good sign of springtime.
And some nice grade yellow, too, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Danny called me with the report last night there, and nice ones, 15, 18 pounds, a few maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And he also mentioned they were stuffed with squid, so a guy could maybe go down there and make a tank of squid and, catch a yellow, maybe catch sea bass on the squid grounds too. So
gotta love it.
It's looking good, and we got nice weather here coming up for the next week, and I think it's time to go fishing, guys.
Yeah, for sure. I think after we it's a little bit of wind today and tomorrow, so be careful offshore today, but this next week looks beautiful. And, of course, fishdope.com will have the weather for you, the fishing, everything. $30 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code Hookup Now. Lowercase, no space. Hookup Now is your $30 code. And, Mark, how do we find you?
Well, Pete, we're in Huntington Beach. We're on the corner of Bolsa Chica and Edinger. Phone number is area code 714-840-4262. The website's PacificEdgeTackle.com. And all you guys buying all that cool stuff up at the show, man, you just need to get out and go fishing with it.
There you go.
We'll have some good reports here next week.
All right. We'll talk to you next Saturday. Thanks a lot for that report, Mark. Appreciate that very much. And sponsored in part by Anza Knives. Anza Knives they're there. They're at the PCS Costa Mesa show, and they're going to be in booth 535, which is, if you find the Let's Talk Hookup booth, which we're next to Haida Gwaii Safaris, beautiful Valerie there. They're directly behind us on the other side of the curtain right there from us. So just look at, and he's got some amazing knives. I mean, did you go by there and check that out?
I did.
Holy mackerel, Donnie.
I did see those. Those were cool.
And he's got knife makers too, some of the beautiful knife makers. Did you see that booth?
I did.
Dave?
They were cool.
Some of those knives are just amazing. But Anza Knives, they'll be there, have knives for fantastic fillet knives. They have complete Fish Pro series there. The hunting knives, military knives, one-of-a-kind collector knives, all at special show prices. So go by and see the crew at Anza Knives, Donnie and the gang at booth 535 at the Costa Mesa show. And then, of course, they will be at the San Diego show, too. I have a great text here from Corey in Escondido. And Corey has some good questions. It says, good morning, gents. It was great to see you at the show, Wayne, yesterday. Dave, thank you for all the amazing work you and Shimano are doing on behalf of the fishing community. My question is for Dave. 100% Shimano in my arsenal for my offshore bluefin and yellowtail arsenal. But I'm converting to chasing spotties and halibut in the bays and on my kayak. Can you recommend a couple of small spinning reels for using in the bays?
Oh, well, first, Corey, thank you so much for your comments and for supporting Shimano. I think spinning reel wise, there's a few options. So sort of standard, can't go wrong is a Stratic, like a Stratic 2500. You absolutely can't miss with a Stratic lasts forever. It's still the foundation of, I think, our small spinning lineup. Now, if you want to sort of...
And those go down to like size 2500.
Yeah.
Be a great size for the bay.
Great size for the bay.
Yeah.
Now,
and what would you put on Power Pro wise on that?
Again, it depends a lot on what techniques he's using, but probably 10 pound. Okay. I would guess. Maybe you could go even up a little bit, but probably 10, maybe 15.
Would you put Super Slick version 2 on that?
Super Slick version 2 would be great. Yeah. Depends a lot on what he's using or how. If he's fishing a lot more around like pilings or structure, then I would stay with standard Power Pro for the abrasion resistance. Okay. But if you want to get outside of that, things to look for would be something like the Vanford, only because it's lighter. It's a bit lighter. It has our MGL, what we call our MGL technology. So the rotor's lighter. The whole thing's a little bit lighter. So if you're holding the rod like literally all day long, Yeah, the Vanford is really nice, but you cannot go wrong with the Stradic. Cannot go wrong.
All right, there you go. And those, once you go that way, nobody makes spinning reels like Shimano makes spinning reels. Period.
Well, we do well in spinning. And
Yeah.
it's been one of our core sort of competencies for a really long time, and I think our spinning reels just seem to get better and better and better.
Yes.
Over the years.
And across the board, both fresh and saltwater.
Yes. Yeah,
Now-
absolutely.
Now let me ask Al, the Sports Barber. Do we have any spinning reels on the Sports Barber?
I don't really like to use the spin reel, but we're starting to use a lot smaller jigs, and they require a little bit of jigging. And when I realized to jig a bait caster, the reel's on top of the rod, and it's harder to jig when that spin reel's below the rod.
Yeah.
It's really easy to give it a little pop. Yeah. So the spin reel is now starting to be.
Al, it's time. It's time.
I mean,
man.
I would say, admittedly,
Yeah.
calico bass fishing, a lot of your fishing with the sort of lead head type techniques and stuff, where you're fishing a lot on the drop, on the fall. A bait casting reel excels.
Yeah.
Because of the feel.
Right.
For
So,
sure.
yeah.
But there are many situations
Absolutely.
where, I mean, I think especially like popper fishing and stuff like that around
Yep.
here, a lot of guys are
absolutely.
throwing conventional. I mean, it just works. A spinning reel just works better with a popper.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any debate on that whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, as you get lighter jigs too, as we go into super light jigs, it just comes off the reels so much easier.
nice. Yep.
You can get distance with it.
Yeah, for sure. We have a special guy on the line, Mr. Bill Shedd from AFCO. Good morning, Bill.
Morning, Bill.
Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Pete. Good morning.
Good morning. Great to hear from
How
you.
you doing? Hey. Yeah, Wayne, Dave, Al. Hello, guys.
Morning.
Morning, Bill.
Morning, Bill.
So I
Hey,
asked Bill
I
to
just
call
need to
in
call
to
in.
talk about Dave.
And Pete, I was totally happy to do that. I mean, gosh, what a deserving guy to say thank you to. Say congratulations for your time at Shimano. But, lots of conversation on the show today, a lot of knowledge of Dave about his fishing expertise, his tackle expertise, well known by everybody. Maybe no less important, no less valuable, but certainly less understood, Dave's contribution to marine conservation and not just in Southern California saltwater, but across the country. There's few, if any, in the fishing tackle industry who've contributed as much to marine conservation as Dave has individually, and you also have to say Shimano, because Shimano's got to provide the travel and provide the time and allow Dave to have spent the time that he spent with marine conservation issues. And Dave, thank you. I mean, there's honestly, there's Dave is just he's a leader among the leaders in the sport fishing world when it comes especially to marine conservation issues, and the impact that he's had not just on CCA Cal, but in the ASA and the Center for Sport Fishing Policy, in Washington D.C. Thanks, Dave. You've made such a huge contribution, and I've just so enjoyed working with you. And you deserve all the accolades that you can get, and it's so thank you.
Thank you, Bill. It means so much coming from you, with the absolute undisputed leader in marine conservation. So thank you. I enjoy working with you every day, and I appreciate your kind words. So thank you so much. And honestly, you're the one who motivated me to get involved in all this to begin with. So honestly, I still remember going back to the gill nets in California, and AFCO was the leader in trying to remove the gill nets, and we had a friendly challenge. I tell people this story to see who could get, between AFCO and Shimano, the most signed on the petition to remove the gill nets. And I rallied, and Bill put up a trip on the SeaWorld.
Wow.
Which was like, oh my gosh, I mean, I was whatever I was 3 or 4 years into Shimano, and I just told my team, we are winning this, because I am going fishing on the SeaWorld. So it was my motivation was to go fishing on the SeaWorld, but because of that, I realized how just absolutely vital, participation in our industry and conservation was. So,
and look at the
Bill's,
success.
Yeah. So Bill, you're the one who motivated me, who showed me the way, and I thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think anybody out there really understands the 1-2 punch that Dave and Bill put together and what they have done for all of us.
Yeah.
And they have saved our fishing. They've saved our access. They are the powerhouse team that really people just need to thank them. And oh man, nobody realizes how much you guys do, how much you give and give and give.
What amazes me about both these amazing guys is the amount of time running big companies, Shimano, AFCO, and still devoting tons of time, energy, flying all across the country to meetings and such like that. The amount of time that you guys dedicate to marine conservation is just hats off to you. That's all I can say.
It's just not an option. And Wayne, it takes everyone. So maybe Bill and I got it rolling, but without Wayne, without the people that really, really drove it, never would have happened. I can tell you, Bill, no matter how much energy Bill and I put into it, it wouldn't have gone anywhere had we not.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a team effort. Nobody does it alone, but man, it takes leadership, and you guys are the ones.
Hey, Bill.
The other point to make here, I mean, it's really not just Dave and Bill here. One of the advantages that CCA Cal has, and it's important for your listeners to understand, is that we have a number of board members that are involved in the industry, involved in the sport fishing community, involved in government that just make huge contributions as board members, and it's not really understood. But the other piece is, and I'm glad that Wayne's on the phone here. I mean, the impact that Wayne CCA Cal, we had, I think, what is probably our best board meeting ever yesterday, and so much of the credit for that goes to Wayne, who really helped as our original staff member. And I talked about working hard. Man, I don't know anybody that's worked harder than Wayne.
For sure.
And he really played a major role in establishing CCA Cal with the foundation that we have now. And we're celebrating the next year. CCA National is going to celebrate 50 years. And we had some conversation about, hey, what do we need to do with CCA Cal to be able to look back? Obviously, those on this phone call won't do it, but future of CCA Cal to look back on its 50 years, and that can happen, and that's what we're working towards.
Wow, fantastic. So, Bill, you, of course, ran AFCO for many, many years, following your dad, and now your kids are running AFCO. And so you're kind of stepped back and semi-retired, shall we say. Can you give any advice to Dave now that he's going to be stepping back in that same position?
Yeah, listen to your wife.
Bill went the safe route on that one right there. That's just foundational advice right there.
Don't get in the way at home.
Yeah. Very good.
That's right. That's it. And one other thing, I mean, life is just full of seasons, and I can just tell you that this season for Davis, it's going to be your best season ever. And you've had some awesome seasons in your life, but you've got you've worked hard all your life, so you're in good health, and you've put yourself in a spot where you're young enough, you're healthy. It doesn't matter your chronological age. Your physical age is way lower than what the calendar says, and so you're going to be able to enjoy the time and do the things you want to do. And I'm excited for it. It's going to be the best part of your life, Dave.
Well, thank you.
For sure.
It's exactly what I'm hoping for. So.
That's awesome. Bill, thank you for joining us this morning. Bill Shedd, of course, still heavily involved in CCA and the industry, AFCO and such like that. And go by the AFCO booth and say hi. It's great to see all the guys at AFCO too at the show. So thanks, Bill. Appreciate your time.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right. Appreciate it. Wow.
The sage. He's just it.
He is
the wisdom and
unbelievable. Yeah. And then you think about his history with his dad.
Yeah, it goes.
And founding SeaWorld. And, I mean, just doing all the things that Milt Shedd did, and that book. I mean, it's
incredible. Yeah.
No,
and the videos.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron in Santa Barbara is listening to you and says, "What is the most important thing to be doing on reel maintenance?"
That's a great question, and here's what I would tell you. First and foremost, just very, very light spray of fresh water after each use, and not heavy. Don't power wash it. Just light spray, and then just sort of pay attention to the reel after that. And honestly, as long as you light spray and maybe wipe it down, you should be good for a full season. Yeah. And then after that, I would have them serviced once at the end of the season. Just have it serviced to where clean, make sure the bearings are clean and greased and everything. And something that I've taken to is that, so at the end of the day, even I'm on a private boat, you could probably do the same on a sport boat, is light rinse, dry it off, and I put a reel cover on it.
Okay. Does the reel cover help?
With the wet line?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
Oh,
well, admittedly, in South Carolina, the line dries in about 3 seconds when it's 95 degrees. But if you wipe off the surface, with like a chamois or just any kind of it'll take that moisture off. Put your reel cover on, and then maybe you dry it off at home. But it's just for the traveling. If you're on a sport boat, you get more spray.
Right.
Or even in a private boat, you're getting more spray. And it's that spray that usually drives down into the reel. And the gap between the spool and the frame or what have you. Or it lays there. And so just wipe it off lightly. Put your reel cover on. And good call. But maybe, Wayne, when you get home, just take the reel cover off. Make sure it's still dry. And man, that prolongs the life. For a $20-some investment, a good neoprene reel cover goes a long way. It keeps it from getting scratched up when you're traveling. All those things that's just dynamite.
Good tip.
Yeah.
Do you back off your drags when you're storing your reels?
I do.
Put the clicker on, back the drags off?
Yeah, I do. Especially if I'm storing them for
You
a long
taught
time.
me that.
Yeah.
I mean, what does that do?
It just takes the pressure off the drag plate. I think it's maybe more and when the pressure's always on, most of our drag washers all have a light drag grease on them. And so if they're under pressure all the time, it's kind of slowly pushing that drag grease out. But, some people store them for 6-8 months without using them. Some people it's like 3 days or a week. I'm not worried about the 3 days or a week. But if you're putting them away for a month, for 2 months or whatever. So just as a matter of habit, I back off the drag, clicker on, reel cover. And
Both star and lever drag.
Yep. Both. Okay. Absolutely.
Great. You have another good one, huh, Wayne?
We do. We were just talking about that Vanford. We have Rex over in Rancho Santa Margarita. He was like, "Good morning, guys. Looking forward to seeing everybody at PCS show today. Bought my son a Shimano Vanford 1000 last year at the show. We both love it. I borrow it a lot. I probably will be buying him a new one. Just wondering, what are the changes to that reel for 2026? I can't imagine there's got to be a lot of improvements because it was such a great reel."
Well, I'm not... From the text, I'm not sure if you bought the first generation and now you're buying the basically the newer Vanford, which I've kind of lost track, but I guess we introduced it. It might have been 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. But it's I think we just made a lot of improvements as we do in a lot of things, in all the features around the gearing and the MGL and the spool machining, such that it's smoother, lighter, and in some ways I think more durable even than the first generation of Vanford. So I love the Vanford A's. I fish them with redfish a lot, either Stratix or Vanford A's.
What size?
I fish either a 2500 or a 3000, just depending on my technique. Yeah. So it's just the smoothness and power, I think, is just continually improved with all of our gearing advancements every time, and that's what you'll find in the new Vanford.
Again, Shimano excels in the spinning line. I mean, there's so many choices.
Yeah.
Stratic, Vanford, Twin Power, Stella.
I know.
I mean,
the spinning line, it's like there's a reel in every $10 mark, I think.
I know.
So there's something for everybody.
Yeah, I admit sometimes I think we have too many, but it's okay. Rather too many than not enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When you go from 1,000, 2,500, 3,500, do the amount of drag change because of the size of the reel?
When the spool size changes, the amount of drag will change. Okay. So like from a 1,000 to a 4,000 for sure, or even a 3,000. But 3,000 and 2,500 are pretty similar.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's very
so
minor.
It's just about
That's in
capacity
the
of the
freshwater
line.
ones. Now in the saltwater ones, there's big differences.
Between the sizes?
Yeah, between the sizes, and like between a 6,000 and a 25,000, huge differences in how much drag. The amount of drag in saltwater spinning reels now is it's pretty overwhelming. Yeah. I mean, how much a lot of them are generating more drag than conventional reels.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, or as much.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
impressive.
a Stella 25 or 30,000, you're pushing as much drag as you would get out of a Tiagra 80W.
Wow. How do you hold on to that?
I know. I don't, but there are people that do.
Yeah. Wow. Pull you over the side.
It's like over half my body weight.
Yeah.
So it's not me, but there are some people
that can do it.
Doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me sore just thinking about it.
Yeah. I want to follow up on what Bill Shedd was talking about with Wayne. And Wayne is, I call him the Energizer Bunny because how he's here this morning, I have no idea. You were at the War Heroes on the Water party last night. You were at the event all day yesterday. You're running around, taking pictures of everybody, talking to people. You're going back up today. You're going to be back here tomorrow morning. You sat at the CCA board meeting yesterday. this guy.
Whatever in that white cup right there.
Yeah, I need some of that.
But look, in all seriousness, I'll tell you this, and I said this when Wayne stepped down as a lead of CCA, is that, again, to our comments this morning, Bill and I may have got this rolling, but the person that put CCA on their back and carried it is Wayne.
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, fully on their back,
Yes.
full straps. It's mine.
Right.
I'm taking it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Wayne.
And still to this day, being retired.
Oh, yeah.
So much
I can
retirement.
tell you, I'm not modeling my retirement after Wayne's retirement. He is not my role model for retirement.
No, he is not. He is still leading the charge at CCA.
Although I saw some of his travels to Japan and stuff.
Yeah, no,
that
that's
looked
good.
But
Otherwise,
otherwise,
I've got it in my calendar. He's, being now the partial co-host of Let's Talk Hookup here, I got to know when he's traveling.
Yeah, he needed something else on his first free time.
He's doing a lot of trips this year, which is good. Going peacock bass fishing with.
Got to do the bucket list
and all that stuff. So yes, good, Wayne. But thank you, Wayne. Thanks for all that you do.
Yeah, very passionate still.
We appreciate you.
Boy, hey, and as you can tell, we're having so much fun here in the studio. We got Dave from Shimano and Al, the Sport Barber. We're still taking all your texts. Remember, we were giving away a Torium HG20 at the end of the show for one lucky texter today, and 2 passes to the PCS show in Del Mar in 2 weeks to somebody. And we'll be right back on Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, and Facebook Live.
As the inventor and world leader in fluorocarbon, Seagar has you covered. Gold Label is Seagar's thinnest and strongest leader yet, and is your best choice on leader-shy fish. Fluoro Premier has a thin diameter with the highest break strength. Plus, it is super soft. Blue Label is tough as nails with incredible abrasion resistance and impact strength. Pink Label is the choice for tough light conditions from 2 pound to 400 pound. Pick up a spool of Seagar at your favorite tackle dealer or visit seagar.com.
Hi, this is Christy Wheeler with Dawson & Associates Insurance, your full-service agency specializing in boat insurance, including charter, commercial, and personal use boats, business insurance, and travel insurance. We work hard to get you the most coverage for the best prices and guarantee the lowest rates available on all the travel plans we offer. So give us a call today at Dawson & Associates Insurance at 619-460-5615 for a free quote today.
Shimano. How about that? And what's going on at the PCS show today and tomorrow up in Costa Mesa? Such a fantastic booth. And one of the cool things that they have there, you have a lot of your pros, like Benny Florentino, Brandon Nelson, Benny Ortiz. Who am I missing? A lot of good guys.
Those are our main pros, but also all our own team. I mean, of course our sales representative team is there, who are all fishing and knowledgeable people. But then also our own team, our product team is there, our marketing team is there.
Yes,
and they're full on ready to go. Talk to you about anything you want to talk about.
Go by and say hi to Tristan and Cade in the booth, who were on the show, and tell them we had a huge response on that show. So go by and say hi to them. Go by and say hi, and pull on some Shimano rods and reels. That's the cool thing. You can stand on the rail and pull on the reels.
We have a lot of stuff spooled up, jigging stuff, rail rod stuff.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. Spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
The fish are biting and it's time to go. Hi, this is Ben, and you will see me at my dad's shop, Dana Landing in Mission Bay, or maybe in front of the shop on my kayak. It doesn't matter if you are out there on a kayak with me, on your boat, headed out on a sport boat. Dana Landing has everything you need. We call it the one-stop shop for a great day on the water because it truly is. Food, bait, tackle, beverages, and more. Our tackle shop, headed by John, is certainly one of the best. For freshwater tackle, nothing beats East County Bait and Tackle. These guys have the best rods and reels and the hottest lures and live bait. Our newest shop is Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle with a great stock of both fresh and saltwater tackle right in the heart of Lemon Grove. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside. Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, 94 to Broadway in Lemon Grove, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Lawn Tramp in Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Boy, we got Dave from Shimano and Al the Sports Barber in here. We're having a great time talking all things Shimano today.
Yes, for sure. And remind you again, PCS show going on. Costa Mesa opens at 10 o'clock this morning at the Orange. What a great venue Orange County Fairgrounds is.
It's so nice. You can walk outside, building, but instead of being
splits all the traffic up.
Yeah, instead of being in one big hall all day and not seeing the sun, it's nice.
It's going to be a beautiful day. Bill and Mike did such a great job laying that show out and putting all the different people in there. So many different people to see. Fun. It's a fun show.
It is a fun show.
Super fun bands show. Playing outside.
Yeah,
you got Chris Lantham doing barbecue. I mean, it's just something for everybody.
It's
The
got
boats. Everything. It's just a great show and family oriented. Every day they're giving 25 Plano tackle boxes to the first 25 kids through the gate, 12 and under.
That's cool.
I mean, that's so cool.
Yeah, go by and see the guys at Katmai Lodge. There's several lodges around, but Katmai Lodge, certainly one of my favorite places to go to. They had 2 spots cancel on our Let's Talk Hookup trip in July. It's been sold out for a year, and 2 people sadly got ill, and they can't go. So go by and talk to them about those. They might even make you a special deal if you go, because it's getting late in the year. But Katmai Lodge, go see Bob and Charmel. And
that's
and
such
the whole
a cool
gang
area.
there.
You
were a guide up there, right?
I worked at flew all over the Katmai area. And it's just amazing.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely amazing.
It's a bucket list trip that I keep wanting to go back.
You'll see it all. You'll absolutely see it all. Yeah.
So go by and see Katmai Lodge. Baker Marine's got a special deal. I saw one of my buddies the other day who was walking out with a pair of binoculars, saved $150 on a pair of gyros at Baker Marine. So they've got special deals and a lot of electronics. Johnson Hicks is there.
Big booth.
Ray Marine's there and Simrad's there.
Yeah.
And all the different brands are surrounding Johnson Hicks and a lot of electronic stuff to see. Of course, the Rollo booth. They have the spin the wheel at the Rollo booth, the CCA booth. I mean, what are some of the other stuff that you saw that really excited you, Al?
CCA booth was good.
hopping, huh?
Yep, it was hopping.
Yeah.
And just the whole show, the whole atmosphere of the whole show, the people, the excitement, and I love seeing the kids.
Yeah.
And the trout pound out back.
Trout pound.
They have
Yeah.
the tide pool. They can touch things
Yeah.
and reptiles back there.
The boats, man. All the new
Oh.
model Parkers that they have there and Yamaha outboards and stuff like that. West Coast Marine, right at the front entrance. You can see Benny's new. Did you see Benny's new boat?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
Camus.
that Camus, yeah.
Holy
Right there.
mackerel!
Yeah, that's a machine.
That's a
Quite
beautiful.
machine.
Yeah, quite a machine.
Yeah,
for
quite a
sure.
machine.
Yeah,
And don't forget to go see Ricky over at Fisherman's Tackle.
Fisherman's
he's
Landing
going,
Tackle.
He's
They
going to
got-
be, as you come in the front gate for the customers, you go in to the right, and he's right inside that door.
Yeah, and they've got great deals at Fisherman's Landing Tackle. All the boats and captains are there, which is super cool. The landings all up and down the coast, really fantastic to see. And then Valerie from Queen Charlotte Safari or Haida-Gwaii Safaris right next to us, and then Corey Sandin.
Oh my God!
MC Swim Baits.
Stand in line to get into that booth.
Yeah,
Boy, is he going through some baits.
Yeah, so just a lot of BD Outdoors, fishdope.com.
Yep.
Ali and his
Ali
crew
was
are
there.
all there. Yeah, so there's a lot to see. Turner's
see.
Outdoorsman has an insane
entire
booth.
hall, yeah.
An entire hall. And Turner Outdoorsman is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then all the
deals
manufacturers
that they
booths
have.
were all around them.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk to the experts about any kind of tackle, that's where you go.
So you and then we do it all over again in a couple of weeks down here in San Diego. So that's cool.
Not
But
to
you definitely
mention, in the Fisherman's Landing Tackle building, all of the landings are there.
Yeah.
All of the captains are in there.
Right.
I mean, and then manufacturers in there too.
Yeah.
There's so
for
many
sure.
things going on in there.
For sure. Hey, Jorge from Lake Forest says, "Good morning, gentlemen. I was at the PCS show Costa Mesa yesterday, and I picked up a Talica 10, a Talica 12, and a Talica 16.
Wow,
What,
thank you.
Yeah. What?
Wow.
Wow, he's got an arsenal.
Yeah.
What? And 3 of my favorite reels, for sure. What is your rod recommendation to part up with those 3 reels?"
Well, again, very difficult question out here because if you're setting them up to fish, live bait or what you're doing.
Right.
But what I would say is, your Talica 10, I would say a 7 or 8 foot medium, which we have in Terramar. We have a number of options.
Right.
As you go to the 12, I would do a same in a medium heavy, 7 or 8 foot, between 7 and 8 foot medium heavy. And on your 16, you could even go to a heavy, like similar 7.
Yes.
But typically when I go to a heavy, I start to go a little bit shorter, but I will still say 7, 6 or 8 foot medium or heavy. You could even go down to 6.5, like if you were dropper loop fishing or mackerel fishing with that, a 6.5 would be good. But a 7 is still the way the rods bend, the way the rods pull. A Therese or a Terramar 7 foot heavy with the 16. So medium, heavy would be my recommendation across those 3 size reels.
Okay, good.
And again, 7 to 8 foot, depending on what you like, depending on if you're private boat, sport boat, etc. Right? There's a few factors in there, but all of that is in the Terramar lineup. You can do it with deckhand style. You can do it with a fixed reel seat. So you can do what you're most comfortable with.
Terramar is the moderate price reel rod line versus Therese is the kind of the upper end, right?
Terramar is very extensive, covering what we would classify more like inshore, offshore, right? It's got rail rods, it's got jig sticks, live bait, except general purpose, whereas Therese is pretty much all more offshore oriented. So for him with those 3 reels, I would stay in the Terramar lineup. And again, 7, 6, 8, deckhand style or fixed reel seat style, depending on what you like. Medium, heavy.
Okay.
And what is the difference between the southeast version versus the west coast version?
He wants to stay with the west coast version. Yeah, the southeast version, which he's not going to probably find out here anyway. The southeast version is really like a live bait inshore series for tarpon, snook, redfish, etc. So, but yeah, everything that the dealers would have out here would be the west coast. But yeah, we actually made Terramar. Yeah, in the northeast, we made a northeast, southeast, and west coast versions of Terramar. So,
yep,
interesting.
Definitely, Wayne.
Yeah, so we got one from John in Huntington Beach. He said, "Good morning, guys. I have a question for Dave." At the PCS show yesterday, he saw you at the Shimano booth, and he was looking at the Ledge Runner, and then he's looking at is the system patented? But the real question that he's got is, do you have YouTube tutorials on training or helping to learn how to effectively use it?
We don't have something on the, quote, effectively using it, but the video we did together with Melton Tackle really talks a lot about the key features, how to rig and set up a Ledge Runner effectively, and the spread we were fishing. So that's about as far as we carry it. And there's actually a video out, you can search it through Melton, where Tracy and I had a sit down and talk specifically about how we rig Ledge Runners and why. Leader size, connections, leader length, and how we're positioning them in the spread. So that's out there on Melton Tackle that you can find. But we don't have, at this point, a specific YouTube from our site directed to all of that in any depth. But there's a lot out there that we did together with Tracy. Tracy and I spent a week together doing that in Charleston.
That video?
Yeah, the video. We did multiple. We did in studio, in our offices, again, on all the specifics about the rigging. And then we did offshore actually fishing and what we were doing when we were literally putting them in the water and catching fish.
It's a cool video.
Yeah, but there's more videos behind the one that everyone's seeing that we're catching fish. The sit-down we did covers a lot of that.
Was the fishing really that good?
Yeah, it was really that good.
It was really that good. Wow. It looked good. Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, yeah. You need to go on ShimanoFishing.com.
You can access it through Shimano or through Melton either way. Tracy's been playing in a lot. Yeah.
Hey, Dave Rohde, who's one of the big guys in CCA San Diego, just wants to throw out his appreciation to all that you've done for CCA.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll continue supporting CCA. I will, and Shimano will.
I know, and that's kind of going to be your retirement project, right? You're going to be heavily involved in a lot of that, right?
Yeah, for a little bit of time in the transition, I'll still be doing all that work, and then Jason will be taking it over.
Yeah.
I got to say, for the average Joe fisherman that's out there, our average angler, they don't know all the things that we do as an industry. All of our groups, we toss out acronyms like ASA or CSP, and they don't know what that really means and how it all interacts and why it's so important and why we are so involved in those things. So if you could just give them a little background, help them out.
Well, I think it's one of those things where, you don't know what you don't know. Is just the number of things that all of our different industry organizations head off before they even become issues is huge. The ones that become issues everyone knows about, and then, of course, what are you guys going to do about them? That's when it becomes hard. It becomes harder once it's already done and you have to try to undo it, I think, than it is to head it off before it happens. So in real brief, there's 2 buckets. There's angler organizations like CCA And then there's industry organizations like ASA, which is our trade association, Center for Sport Fishing Policy, which unites the marine and fishing industries into one conservation group. That one's really unique, and we only deal with federal ocean policy. So, but all of them work together. We all work together on literally everything, but everybody takes sort of a different role based on that capability. So, and it's really extensive, especially we're really not that big of an industry. Most people don't realize the fishing industry is not that big.
Like Shimano's big in bicycles. Which industry is bigger?
Oh, bicycle industry is enormous. I mean, it's 80% of our global business.
Wow.
So
that gives you kind of an idea
Yeah.
of how small fishing is.
Fishing is very small, but even beyond us, just you see even at PCS, a lot of great brands. There's a lot of very small independent companies.
Yes.
And but our issues are huge and they're expensive. And, we find a way to deal with them all. But again, through either the angler organization, CCA has its role, ASA, CSP, and a number of organizations have their role. And then where we can come together is even yesterday after the board meeting, we had a talk with ASA about the MPA issue here and how we can work together on that to bring the whole industry around. We can't let the MPA issue expand based on no data, no science, no whatever, because it has implications across the whole country. So that's how it's kind of a chopped up answer. It's not as coherent as I'd like to be, but it's essentially how we deal with everything.
I get it.
East Coast issues, West Coast issues, international issues. Bluefin tuna on the international stage is becoming a very, very complex issue. In the Pacific, in the Atlantic, countries want more. They want more allowable catch. It's one stock of fish, so that's complex.
One stock of fish.
Yeah, essentially in the Pacific, it's just one stock of fish that moves from Mexico to the U.S. to Japan, across Taiwan, etc. So everyone wants more, and how we deal with that is really, really challenging, really difficult. But we deal with it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, and what happens is we have to worry about everything from local level, state level, federal level, international level.
Yeah.
And they're all complex. Right now, the Pacific Fisheries Management Council is going on up in Seattle. Yeah. We have representatives up there. Even though we're at a trade show, for the consumer show, we can't just drop and not go to represent the recreational angling community.
All right.
There's so many issues going on.
Sure. You have a good one, Wayne?
Yeah, we got another one here. It's Jeff in Westminster. He says, good morning, guys. Great show. I love Shimano products and follow Uncle Al on Instagram.
Yeah.
My question for Dave is, can you explain the difference between a TC4 rod and the new Power X and Spiral X rod constructions? And what would be the benefits?
Oh boy, you're gonna tax my technical abilities here. So, yes, TC4, it came along. Actually, it's been around a while. It came along before Spiral X and High Power X. And TC4 is basically a 4-layer carbon construction that makes a rod light but really, really strong, really, really a lot of compression strength. And that's where we introduced TC4 basically in like Terramar and a few other series. So that's really cool. That was not originally a proprietary Shimano technology, which High Power X and Spiral X are. And those are a technology where we wrap carbon at different, the layman's explanation, which I need, is we wrap them at different angles to each other and different levels so that we can use less material to make a very small diameter, high power rod with tremendous, we can make very precise actions and also great compression strength. But it tends to be lighter than TC4, on average, smaller diameter, and very, very responsive, unbelievably responsive. So in some rods we use just Spiral X, and in some rods we use Spiral X and High Power X, and they're two different processes, again, that put carbon tape at different angles on the blank. That's my layman's explanation, and I'm sticking to it.
I think that's a pretty good explanation, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, here's another one that I know is way in your wheelhouse. He says, which Shimano spinning reel could you recommend for 100-pound bluefin throwing poppers?
Stella, Twin Power, or Saragossa. Three series you cannot go wrong with.
All of them will handle it.
Every
Stella,
one of them.
Saragossa,
and Twin Power. So in price order, Stella's the top. Twin Power's the next step down, and Saragossa. Saragossa is the absolute, I believe, industry standard for sort of like this more affordable, unbelievable workhorse.
No
absolutely,
question. For years and years.
Years and years. And, but, you know, then you go to Twin Power and you go to Stella up from there, depending on, you know, weight, features, etc. But, yeah. And any one of
and
those
what
three.
Size?
What size? Probably
100-pound bluefin.
100-pound bluefin, probably like a 10 or a 14.
I love the 14.
I do too.
Yeah, 14,000.
14 is what I used to throw out here all the time and
size.
caught 150s, 180s, 200s.
You can
on the
handle
14.
a big fish on
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really good. Hey, that's Jeff from Torrance, by the way.
Yep.
So keeping with the spinning reel talk. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for your great information. Can you talk about the Bait Runner Spinner Series and what would be the workhorse for the Southern California fishery?
Great question. Bait Runner's been a part of the Southern California fishery and probably the first spinning reel ever to sort of find its place in Southern California. Years and years ago, the story is when we introduced Bait Runner, Davies Locker bought all Bait Runners for their rental gear. And they said how their fish counts went up on their 1/2 and 3/4 day boats tremendously with Bait Runners. So these days we make a number of series. We still make the standard Bait Runner that's very similar to, you know, that we first introduced. And then we have one below that, and then we have a couple above that. So Bait Runner's foolproof. Cast your bait out, close the bail, put it in Bait Runner feature, you're done. Feature. Turn the handle, and you're done. So especially if anchovies come back, man, Bait Runners should find their way into Southern California fishing again. So I'm not sure if that answers the question, but again, standard Bait Runner all the way up to Tunis.
What's the difference between a standard Bait Runner and the
standard
Tunis?
Bait Runners? You know, graphite body, aluminum spool, different sizes. You get up to the Tunis and you get into aluminum body and some different sizes. So
both of them have the Bait Runner feature.
They both have the full Bait Runner feature.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what's nice about Shimano's. They offer different levels in that spinning world. Just like they offer different levels like Torium, like the reel we're giving away today. Torium Trinidad. Talica Speedmaster. Then, you know, different levels for different budgets.
Yeah, exactly.
Same on the rod side.
But you're not giving up anything.
No, you don't give up the Bait Runner feature. It's all in there.
It's all in there. Hey, Nick from Sarah Mesa just wants you to know that all I own is Shimano.
Thank
and
you.
He's looking forward to winning the reel today. So he just wanted you to know that.
Foreshadowing.
Dwayne, you have another good text there?
Yeah, we got Ryan that says, good morning, great show. Will there be a Tranx model smaller than the 150 in the future?
You know, I can never say what the future is. We don't have anything that I know of planned below the 150. The 150 is pretty small. And mainly the reason why is because Tranx is built really primarily as a saltwater bait casting reel on the heavier duty style of fishing. Now, people are using it in freshwater for casting big swim baits and stuff like that. But so there's not, at this point, much of a call for like that heavy duty saltwater bait casting reel below the 150 size.
Yeah, those are perfect for when I'm going down to the Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Peacock bass fishing and all of that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Perfect reel for that to be able to pull on those monsters.
Yeah, so that's the main reason why, at least at this point, we don't see a lot of call for, if you're going to go below the 150, any of our freshwater, you know, Corrado, 70, whatever, all those, I think, would fill the bill for you, because we certainly have a lot of reels smaller than the Tranx 150, just not in the Tranx.
Yeah. Hey, Barry in Temple City has an interesting. He says, I just bought a Talica 16 2-speed with a jigging rod and 80-pound Max Quattro to use for night jigging going on the Searcher in May.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good combo for night jigging?
I would think it's fine, maybe unless you're into the really, really giant fish, you're going to maybe be a little undergunned. But if you're certainly in the 100 and, you know, low hundreds and under, you're going to be fine. Yeah, you might not like it if you're in the 200s.
Yeah. But only for general speaking, you can handle.
Absolutely. And it's not that you couldn't catch it. It's just they don't want you to be tied up forever. And, you know, like a 20 or 25, you got a bigger drag plate, more drag. So if you
turn the handle better,
you can turn the handle better.
But that 16 is pretty powerful.
The 16 is very powerful. Yeah. And again, you're going to be no problem in the low hundreds and under catching those fish in the time you need to.
So maybe add a 20 into yours.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, who knows what what size fish will be.
Yeah, we don't know
predominant
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some big ones around.
Yeah, always are.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Look at that. 2 hours gone. It's the fastest 2 hours of radio.
Fast.
We say it every time, and it's so true. We've been taking all your texts today, and we're giving away that Torium 20 HG at the end of the show for one lucky texter today, plus 2 passes to the PCS show in San Diego coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll be right back on.
Sports Barber's pulling the name, by the way, so no one can blame me on my way out.
Sounds good.
Stay tuned. We'll be on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, and Facebook Live. We'll be right back.
Looking for the ultimate Alaska fishing experience and the best value in Alaska? Look no further than Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. A trip to Kingfisher includes everything you need to make your experience legendary. The finest fishing fleet in Sitka with the best captains, deluxe accommodations, gourmet food, world-class fish processing, and the best part, it's all included for one amazing price. Kingfisher is Let's Talk Hookup's most popular destination. Hundreds of listeners have experienced Kingfisher Charters, and most go back again and again. You have probably heard a lot of big promises from other Alaska lodges, only to find there were lots of hidden charges. Not Kingfisher. Everything is included. 10-hour fishing days, your license, fish processing, super deluxe accommodations, amazing food, airport transfers, and fishing gear. All you bring is your layer clothing, and Kingfisher covers the rest. Kingfisher Charters, your Alaska fishing destination. 800-727-6136 or check kingfishercharters.com.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, Elgato Dos, Pride, Tribute Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
Hi, this is Captain Ray Lopez, owner-operator of the American Angler. I've spent more than half my life aboard the American Angler along with my partners Brian and Lori, developing a team that's as good as it gets. I've been fortunate to spend time on the ocean with so many fine people that I look forward to fishing with. We can't thank you enough for being part of the American Angler family, and if you haven't joined us, we love the opportunity to meet you. Text or call Lori at 619-223-5414 or check AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com.
It's Truck Month at your local San Diego County Ford dealers. The biggest deals of the year on Ford trucks are happening now. From Pro Power Onboard to Blue Cruise Tech and the Ford Security Package, Ford's award-winning truck lineup is built with the power and utility to help you take on whatever life throws your way. From F-Series, America's best-selling truck, to the Ford Maverick and the Ford Ranger, built to take you everywhere from work to play. Check out the entire lineup of Ford trucks and take a test drive today. Go to your local San Diego County Ford dealers today. Inside information is everything when it comes to catching fish in Southern California. You need a code group to connect with what's happening on the water. FishDope.com is your code group. Inside information available at your fingertips 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane, along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. They become your code group. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Quintin, 365 days a year. FishDope.com has online planning tools, temperature and chlorophyll charts, hot bite icons, and more. Take it from me, if you don't have FishDope.com, you're not part of the in-the-know crowd. Membership is affordable and good for an entire year. Plus, use the special code and save $30 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. What a great show we had today.
Unbelievable.
Man, that was a fast 2 hours.
Yeah.
So much fun having Dave from Shimano in the studio along with Uncle Al, the sports barber.
Yes, sir.
We did not have any callers today, unfortunately, because the fan was down on the phone lines. So we have all texters, and the winner today is Ryan. Ryan, congratulations for calling in or texting in.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan, and I'll be calling you in and tell you how we can get to that Torium 20. And Al picked the number there. Al, if we want to find a sports barber, how do we find you?
Dana Point,
Yeah.
Sports Barber, phone number 949-493-6081.
You have your own YouTube channel, right?
I got my own YouTube channel now under my name, Alex Renza Paris. If you type in Alex,
Renza
RENT, you'll see it come up. I have over 150 short videos of calico bass.
Sweet.
Tons of,
and then you have your own Instagram, too.
Instagram, and I have a TikTok, too.
Is it Instagram under Alex Renza Paris or under Sports Barber?
It's under Alex Renza Paris, and I have a TikTok account that's Sports Barber Dana Point. I have 5,700 followers.
Wow, good TikTok for you, man. Hey, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're honored to have you, and I hope at some point after semi-retirement here, you'll come back and maybe just talk fishing with us.
We could do that.
Yeah.
So find us at fishshop.shimano.com. That's a new website that we launched that encompasses all our brands, every bit of information you need.
Say
on
that
Shimano.
again?
Fishshop.shimano.com.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And, of course, see the guys at the show here
Absolutely.
in
See 'em
Costa
all.
Mesa and in Del Mar. And thank you, Dave, for
Yep.
all that
Thank
you've
you
done
all.
and all you
Appreciate
do
it.
and all you continue to do. And thanks for being here. Thank you all out there. Thanks to Adam for doing everything he does on the Let's Talk Hookup app. Tomorrow, another great show. Don't forget the time. Spring ahead. We lose an hour. Yeah, I know. Captain Aliar Hajanabi from the Polaris Supreme will be here. We're going to be giving away a great prize, too. So Wayne will be back here. I'll be back here. We'll see you tomorrow morning.